Okay, here we go.
All right, yeah, he's dead. How dangerous is it gonna be?
Piece of cake. I mean, you know, unless it isn't.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Formulaic Central. My name is Chris, and this is my review for The Union. So, The Union is Netflix's newest original action comedy, which stars Mark Wahlberg, Halle Berry, and J.K. Simmons. So, Mark Wahlberg stars as Mike McKenna, who is a down-to-earth construction worker who unexpectedly reunites with his old high school sweetheart, Roxanne, played by Halle Berry. What he doesn't realize is he's being thrusted into the world of super spies and is being recruited into a group known as the Union, who embark on a mission to retrieve some high-stakes intel that may endanger the lives of people within this large group. So, I first heard rumblings about this movie about a month or so ago, and all I knew about it was that it starred Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry, and I was like, and it's an action comedy, and I was like, okay, that could be pretty interesting, you know, because, you know, we've seen Mark Wahlberg in several comedies. Last year we had him in The Family Plan, where he played an assassin, which was okay. It had him and Michelle Monaghan, and it was okay, it was fine. But the interesting about this movie is that Halle Berry is in it, and it's a comedy, and she doesn't do very many comedies. She mostly does like drama and some action thrillers and this and that. But very rarely does she do any comedy. So it's kind of refreshing to see her in something like this, an action comedy, where there's still some action stuff in there, and really cool to see her kick ass, but actually have some kind of comedic chemistry going with Mark Wahlberg. And I was interested to see how that would play out. And I never saw a trailer for this, so I was basically going in this thing blind, because I didn't know what the actual plot was. And so, having watched it, you know, this also features J.K. Simmons as well as, like, the boss over the head of this union. And I thought he was really good in this. And you also got Mike Coulter in here, who was in last year's Plane with Gerard Butler. I thought he was pretty cool in here for the little bit that we get in here of him in there, which I say that for a reason. And there's also Jackie Earl Haley in here, who plays like their tech guy. And I thought it was kind of cool to see him in there. It was kind of a surprise there. But the reason for watching this is to see how Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry kind of play on each other. And honestly, after seeing this movie, I had a blast with this movie. It was surprisingly entertaining. It was fun. Yes, it's semi-predictable because they are high school sweethearts. So you kind of wonder, after they work together for so long on this mission or whatever, how things are going to kind of end up for them. And that's kind of what happens. It's not really a spoiler. That's just kind of way movie logic goes. That's usually how things work out. Is that if they were together previously, earlier in their lives, and they get a chance to work together again, chances are they're going to wind up together, and that's kind of what happens here. So, you know, it's not a spoiler because it's predictable. That's the way it goes. But you know what? The journey that's taken to get to that point, and just this mission and everything, I think they had really good chemistry. Some of the action sequences in it are really good. Like I said, J.K. Simmons is in here as the head of this division, and I thought he was good. There was a couple of surprises. There was a little twist here. You know, there was mention of a certain, I guess, a leak in the organization, and so there was speculation. You know, I was kind of predicting about who could it be. You know, and my first prediction on it, I was completely wrong. So that's a good sign, because this certain character kind of brought that up. And then when a certain character shows up out of nowhere, it kind of gave me the idea, well, this is this character, or it could be this character. So I had 3 different possibilities. One was eliminated pretty quickly. The other 2, I was kind of bouncing around because we were going to see how it's going to play out. And I thought it was kind of surprising how it kind of played out, and just I think I thought it was good. You know, I know this is a short review, but there's not really a whole lot to kind of dive into. But like I said, the action sequences are really good in this. I really, like I said, I really liked the chemistry between Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry. That was also kind of surprising. This, honestly, for me, of some of these spy thrillers that we've gotten this last this last year or two, you know, we had Heart of Stone with Gal Gadot, which I just did not care for at all, which sucks because Gal Gadot deserved better with that. And then you had The Family Plan last year with Mark Wahlberg, where he was an assassin, more of an assassin than a spy. That was okay, I guess. It was kind of a rip off, like Killers, and just, you know, when you're into a certain business and you're hiding it from your family, you know, that's just really derivative and stuff. So not one of Mark Wahlberg's better movies, even though he's entertaining to watch anyway. I think this is one of his better movies, to be honest with you, and one of Netflix's better movies in general. You know, Netflix usually has movies that are mostly miss than hits. This, for me, is more of a hit than a miss, and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely a surprise. If you're a Mark Wahlberg fan, if you're a Mike Coulter fan, if you're a Halle Berry fan, it's cool to see her kick some ass in here as well. You know, but it was great to see that mix of comedic chemistry that she has with Mark Wahlberg. It was really cool to see. So I enjoyed it. It's a fun time. It's a fun little action comedy. You know, if you go see Alien Romulus tonight, or if you already have seen it, watch this as a kind of a comfort actioner if you're into that kind of thing. Which by the way, I'm going to see Alien Romulus here in the next couple hours, so I can't wait for that. So expect a review for that later on today. That's just my thoughts on The Union. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below if you have seen The Union, if you're gonna see it this weekend. Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys are the best, and I will see you next time.